Boreda, Boreda. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Today's a special day today. Well, for me, not for her. At least she doesn't think so. Yeah, today's the day we go to the baby spa, right, baby? We go to the baby spa today. You're going to get a shave and you're going to look absolutely gorgeous. You're going to look absolutely gorgeous, aren't you? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You're going to absolutely look gorgeous. Right. Okay, I got to finish my coffee here, and then we're going to get out of here. Go to your baby spa, right? Okay. Let's go now. When baby gets long and hairy like this, I think she's just absolutely the most adorable she could ever be. I don't think she can get any more adorable or cuter than what she is right now. And I wish she'd kind of stay like this all the time. And then we go and do this. And then she's just absolutely gorgeous, I think. Just absolutely gorgeous. She's even better this way, I think. It's so hard to decide which way I like her the best. But she's actually so gorgeous this way. It's almost sickening. She is such a beauty. Such a beauty. Yeah. Look who's going crazy because she's at the baby spa. Come on, baby. We got to go to the spa. Come on. Come on, baby. Let's go to the spa. Come on. Come on. Come on, let's go to the spa. Let's go to the spa. Come on. We got to go to the spa. We got to go to the spa. Your favorite place. Let's go. Come on. She's trying to hide somewhere. She can't find a place to hide. Oh, we got to take her to the spa. See you in a bit. It's really spooky and eerie already. As soon as I drop baby off, I drive away and I start looking around to see her or to turn around and talk to her or something, and she's not there, and it's like, oh, it's really kind of spooky because we are always together all the time, and this is the one time she's never with me, and it's really, really weird, and I'm driving along or something, and I'm expecting her to see a dog or a deer or rabbit, whatever, and start barking stuff, and nothing happens, and it's like, wow. It's got a really, really strange, spooky, eerie feeling to it. Anyway, I've dropped her off, and we're going to go home and clean the house up a bit, and just wait for the phone call and tells us that she's ready to come home. So we'll talk to you in a bit. Ciao for now. Okay, baby, I'm going outside to take. Where's my dog? Oh. I took her to the spa. Wow, this is spooky. When she's not around, man, is it spooky? Okay, I'm taking the garbage out. Oh boy, look at you, look at you, look at you. Aren't you looking better? Don't you look great? I bet you're happy now. I bet you're happy now. Look at you, you're gorgeous. I'll be right back. We're at the spa, and baby's got a new toy to take home. It's like a kid going to the dentist and going home with a toy. She gets a new ball. Look, where's that ball? Look at that ball. A brand new ball. Okay, let's go. 3 days ago, Chrome from Vancity Van Life sent Paul over to do a video shoot of my tiny house on wheels and an inside the tiny house on wheels video shoot, and it was really nice. I really enjoyed Paul's visit. We had a great time. He's a really nice guy, and that day, for some reason, it was one of my worst days. I couldn't get my brain and my lips working at all, whatever, but we muddled through it, and he did his shoot. Then he went and took off and getting ready to go to the United States to do his filming down there. But this is kind of how it went. I had mental constipation and verbal diarrhea and couldn't get it straight. But this was the basics of our visit, and here's kind of how it went. Well, hey, you must be Paul from Vancity Van Life. How's it going, buddy? How's Chrome and Cruzy doing?
Good, good. Who's this?
Oh, this is Baby. That's my baby.
Hey, baby.
I met Chrome there on the highway, and my biggest thrill was I got to pet Cruz on the head.
Cruise, yeah, not Chrome.
Yeah, not Chrome. No, I wouldn't pet him on the head, but no, that was cool. I love Cruz, and I didn't realize how soft he was on top. It was great. Anyway, so I guess you want to film the inside tour here and shoot some video
Tell your
there.
story.
Okay, yeah, we'll do that.
Get you famous.
Sounds good. Okay, let's go. Okay, so here we got Paul from Vancity Van Life. He's come over to do the tour of my little tiny house on wheels here, and he's just doing a bit of an outside run over the outside here, and taking some shots and videos of the whole thing, so he doesn't miss any of the cool things about this camper, because it's so intricate and unique. It's so many facets to it. It's not funny. How was that? Pretty good there?
Good, yeah.
Oh, right on. Okay. Ciao for now.
To your audience, basically, right? Yeah, yeah. So whenever you're ready.
Okay, well, thank you guys for coming by and checking out my tiny house on wheels. It's been a pleasure. I hope you got everything out of it that I could show you. It's a very intricate unit, but I hope you got everything out of it. I hope you enjoyed this thing, and glad you could show up and do this shoot with me. I'm done now. What am I saying? It's like the shit's coming out of my mouth is not me. It's not me. Again? No, go ahead.
Yeah, just get you to talk about your story. Just what got you into this, what the plans are. Just talk about yourself a bit. Yeah. Pet me.
Yeah, she's always friendly and she wants everyone to pet her.
Cool.
And anyway, whoops,
Nice
Paul.
meeting you.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by, man. Coming by from Vancity Van Life. Say hi to Chrome for me.
Will do.
Give Cruzy a special pat in the head for me, because he's the star of the show, as we know, right? Anyway, thanks for stopping by, bud. It's a really pleasure meeting you.
You're very welcome.
We'll talk to you soon again.
All right, take it easy.
Ciao for now, eh? Well, in spite of being brain dead that day, I really enjoyed that day. It was really good, and that'll be something for you guys to be looking forward to, is having my tiny house tour coming up on Vancity Van Life. That'll be interesting to look forward to. And anyway, thanks a lot, Chrome, for sending Paul over, and thank you very much, Paul. It was very nice meeting you. And now I guess the only thing left to do is let's get on with the official premiere tiny house tour of Baby and Me Tiny House on Wheels. So we'll see you in a minute. Hello everybody, and welcome to Baby and Me Tiny House on Wheels. Welcome to our channel. This is Baby, this is me, and this is our tiny house on wheels. And this is our official premiere tiny house on wheels in-home tour. It's about time, it's a little overdue, so come along and join us on the inside tour of my our tiny house on wheels. All right, let's go show them around inside, baby. Okay, let's do that. Okay, let's do it. Well, I'm going to start at this back corner here and go all the way around and come back to this corner again. and we'll just go ahead with this tour. So I've told you, or mentioned before in a previous video, that this is a U-built trailer, and the guy I bought it off built the whole trailer himself and the camper and everything. So yeah, he built made a U-built trailer, and a couple of professionals have told me this is one of the best ones they've ever seen. And he put all the fencing, all this fencing here, built that fencing himself, and put it all together and made the whole thing fit together. So we'll just take a little walk around here. First of all, here he's built this little water jug system. The hose there that goes up into the sink inside, and I can fill that with water and have it pump water up into the sink inside, but I don't use it anymore, especially in the winter, because it freezes up. And he even built this little bracket here, this whole bracket with the elastic band and everything. He put the whole thing together just for that purpose. So basically he made a U-built trailer. He took an old camper, stripped it down to its basic frame, and rebuilt it on the inside and out, and built this whole unit. So yeah, it's just fabulous what he's done. So we're going to take a trip around here. I think we got the sun in our eyes here. But it's fabulous. It's just a fabulous trailer. Dual axle. And then for the camper underneath here, underneath there, he's got a 15 amp breaker. So for when you're parked on, let's say, some kind of pad or something where you have electricity, you can plug into there and you got a 15 amp breaker, and you don't blow the whole system, just your own little box here. So that was pretty cool. And this water line down here is for the sink. It's a drain off for the sink, and that comes down into this gray water tank down in there. So he's thought of pretty much everything. Nice fencing all the way around. He even built this box here for putting firewood in. I just store a bunch of stuff in there right now because I don't have a wood stove at the moment. I'm getting a cubic mini that's going to go inside, and then I might have to store wood in here, or pallets. And anyway, everything on here is practically new. It's only about 2 years old. All those tires you saw back there are all, and rims and everything, are all only 2 years old, including the spare tire here. It's a brand new tire. Look at that, brand new tire. And the other tires on it are barely 2 years old, and not much of that is actual travel time. But he's done quite an interesting job of this thing, all over the place. He's got a little kind of bay window there sort of deal. It's kind of cool. And yeah, really nice unit. Really quite unique in itself. Those are all cedar shakes or shingles, whatever you want to call them. And the same with the roof. The roof has got the same shakes on them. But a very well built unit. Very, very well built, professionally done. And it's really quite interesting. Get a lot of interest and comments and everything on this thing. So now we've come all the way around, and here's the stairs. He built these stairs just to fit this, perfectly fit this, and I can actually position these stairs almost anywhere all the way around the trailer, because there's the slots all the way around. So he's built the stairs specifically for this trailer. He built the handrail and the brackets that are holding the handrail on there. He's built all that. Built the whole thing himself, outside and inside, and everywhere. That's my running light, back porch light, I should say. It's left over from Halloween. Anyway, another couple things he's done is with this door here. You open the door here. Whoops. And he's got this elastic. Oops. I can do it, right? Got the wrong hand. There. The elastic that holds that door open when it's windy or the summertime or whatever. And I just put my old green Coleman stove, the old propane stove there to help give the pressure on the door so it sits nice and tight. And that's my backup stove anyway. So, how about we take a trip inside and see what the inside looks like? What do you think? Let's do it. So first off, there's two things when you live in a tiny place, two things you absolutely have to do. And the first one is you have to be extremely creative where you put everything and only have what's necessary, and everything has its place and it has to be out of the way. That's the number one rule. And the other number one rule is absolutely nothing on the floor. You can't put anything on the floor. You need to have your foot space, otherwise you're tripping and falling, and it just doesn't work in a tiny spot. The only thing is the dog food and water, and I never trip on that because I know where that is. So that's that. Now, having said that, being creative about everything in here, the only place I could find that was actually the most convenient for my broom is up on the ceiling like that. And it just clamps in like you would on your wall in your house. That clamps up on there. And then I have my dustpan there with its own little brush. So all the cleanup is covered there. So everything has to have its own place and its own spot. And you have to be extremely creative with everything. Okay, so first things first, we show you this table here. This place came with this table. And I don't use it anymore. I don't particularly care for it much for that purpose, for using as a table. What I'll show you what I do use it for, I'll show you right now. So not much use to me as a table, but we can flop it down like that, the table itself, take the leg out, and it flops down right into its own railing, right along the edge, all along the edge, and it has its own foot here to support the whole thing. It's really solid, very solid. And basically, normally I would sleep down along there with my pillow up there where baby's playing with her ball, and baby either sleeps with me under the blankets or whatever, or in her own bed right there where all her toys and her teddies and everything are. And for certain purposes, like I was saying, I can throw the other mattress down on top of this tabletop. I'll show you that right in a second. And that purpose is the only one I know of right now is when she has her puppies. So I'll show you how we set up when she has her puppies, and I'll be right back. So when she has her puppies, we set it up like this. So now my bed's on the outside here. That other green pad that was up against the wall for your back when you're sitting is now underneath the sleeping bag here, or the blanket. It's not a sleeping bag. And I sleep along here, and I protect the puppies from getting out and falling out or whatever. Baby just jumps over me and goes down and gets her food. And I keep the puppies safe by keeping them up in the corner in there. And it's nice, toasty, warm. We keep that corner nice and warm and everything for them. And that's pretty much the only use I have for this system, is when she's having puppies. I mean, I guess if I were to have a guest over, a human guest, I just make it wider for two people, but that hasn't happened in a long time. Anyway, that's how we set it up for that, and it will be set up, but I'm going to remove all that, put it back to what we normally have so I can move around and show you the rest of the place here. So now, while we're in this position, I'll show you another cool little thing to this unit. I slide this green pad back off here, off the bed. Slide it off and out of the way, and there's the tabletop there. But we've got a couple of really good compartments down here for storing whatever you want. And this is in the actual inside of the camper where it's actually dry and can stay warm, and everything can keep well in there. So that's an extra bonus to have that compartment down there. Right now I have my 20-pound tank down there for my stove. Eventually that hose is going to get punched through the wall on the other behind me, and the tank will be outside where it should be, and then I'll have this space freed up. That's a special suitcase of mine down there for all my special keepsakes. sentimental mementos and such, and a couple extra bags of dog food. And that's my ceramic heater while I'm plugged into a place like this right now, and I wouldn't use that much on the road at all. I actually have a Wave 3 and a Mr. Heater, and I have my stove, and I'm gonna get the Cubic Mini in here as well. Anyway, let's move on. It's hard to know where exactly to begin because there's so many facets to this place. It's a very unique unit. And I'm going to remind you that the guy I bought it from built everything on the inside and the outside. And including, I guess you've noticed already, this is a beautiful, beautiful knotty pine here. It's all made of beautiful knotty pine. He built all the cupboards and everything, and the walls, the whole thing. He built it all. So keep that in mind as we're watching. So here we go. We'll start in this corner. That is where the old wood stove was. It was quite large and overkill for this unit, just way too big. That's where it was, and here's a picture of what everything looked like before I started putting anything into it. This was just the bare bones with the wood stove in it, exactly the way I got it. And check this out. Yeah, so that was the way I got the camper, and that was the wood stove it came with. It's quite a big one, and it was a bit overkill for this unit. So we're going to put a Cubic Mini in and attach it to the pipes up there, and have a Cubic Mini in there. I'm sure a lot of you have seen the Cubic Minis out there, and that's when it's going to go in there. I think it's going to be perfect for this unit. And then on top of that, I have to get a propane fridge and freezer. And I'm not sure whether the propane fridge and freezer will go in there or down in that spot in there. But one of those two spots is going to have a propane fridge and freezer. Then I'll be really good to go for the whole road. So right down in here, I've labeled a few things so they're obvious. There's my main toolkit, the big toolkit. I have a sewing kit there. That's my water jug. There's the daily tools in there. That's my garbage with those plastic garbage bags. These plastic garbage bags, and there's a tub full of the bags in there. And this has a lip on it, so nothing actually moves. Nothing can move, slide either that way or against this rail here that I put in. So everything just sits in there, and it might slide very slightly, but none of it goes anywhere. And I've got that other can in there with my torch, and that is for when I have the Cubic Mini wood stove in here, and it'll be a really good help to get things going fast. Oh, where to go next is crazy. So I've said you have to be completely creative with everything you do in a small space, and so as you can see, I've hung a lot of things on. Those are my daily pots and pans that I use every day. I've got a couple of cutting boards. I've got my whisk and baster and all that. And I've taken this mug and actually taken cup hooks and attached this mug to the wall, so it's not actually going to go anywhere at all. And these are my daily spoons, forks, knives, chopsticks, and my can opener all in there. And that doesn't go anywhere. It's stuck there. It's not going anywhere. And up in here, the way this guy built this thing, put the wood together, it actually acts like a natural butcher's block for knives, and all those knives just like slide right into there, no problem, easy peasy, and just sit up there, and they actually don't go anywhere. When they're in there snug, none of them go anywhere. So that's actually a bonus for this camper, and trying to find places to put everything. That was an actual bonus for that. And there I have my my stove there. It's an actual newer version of the Coleman stove, the propane stove. It's a fold and go. It folds in half, and I've got it bungeed to the wall now, but I just unbungee it, flip it open, and I've got two burners in there, and it's a great stove. I can't say enough about that stove. Then up here I've got all my mugs hanging there on the cup hooks. Hope they don't fight, mugs and cup hooks. And I've got all my other knickknacks here. I've got my potato smasher. I got my dripper thing for the coffee and the coffee filter stuffed in there. I got the magic bullet. It's bungeed down too. You know, my measuring spoons, my peeler. There's the plug for the sink, but I never use it anymore. And I've got my scrubber and sponge fastened to the wall, and there's a couple of rags hanging on the rail there. The guy built that too. And I got a picture that's stuck on the wall. Anyway, these spices here, the salt, pepper, and the spices there, they will actually go in a cupboard or something when I'm moving. I've got this little thing, I've actually just stuck it to the wall. It was originally for salt and pepper, but I've got the big salt and I use lots of pepper, so it wasn't convenient, so I put spices in instead, and they can stay there. And then the cupboards weren't built for taking dishes of any kind, so I find it more convenient to use this sink for just for dishes. Oh, I got my dog's toys in there. So just using it for my dishes, and I throw a towel in there and nothing moves around while I travel. And I find it way more convenient because the water jug outside will freeze in the winter, so it's useless then. And I just find it's more messy using the sink actually for a sink, and it's better just for storing. And I like to take a plastic tub outside and just clean my dishes outside. You know, it's a lot easier and more convenient and less messy. So, but this was the original hand pump for for pumping the water up from that tub I showed you outside. So, if I ever use it again, I'll put an electric one in because it sucks doing the hand thing. But I don't think I'll use it at all for a sink unless I rearrange everything inside here. But here again, that's my butter dish. My butter dish is bungeed to the wall. My propane tank down in the corner, whoops, is bungeed to the wall. Everything's pretty much fastened in here and not really going anywhere. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention this over here. Like I said, he built everything, so he built this coat rack, which actually isn't convenient there for coats or anything, but he built this by hand. It's got little tree branches. Those are tree branches he put up there for a coat rack. It's really cool. But I use it for other things now, such as these, and it actually works good for me. Everything's in its own place and where I should be, and great for me. See, I got my spatula up there. I've got my knife sharpener there. 2 pot lids up there for the pots. But this paper here is not for what you think. It is not at all. This is actually my kitchen paper. It's what I do to wipe up the counter and messes and spills and everything. Wipe out my frying pan, all that kind of stuff. Because I only believe in buying one product for everything. And one paper product for everything. I don't believe in buying paper towels and that when I get tons and tons of toilet paper. So this one in here is for cleanup in here, and the other ones are somewhere else for the other thing you know about. Anyway, here we go. Let's have a look around here some more. So there's the bay window in there. That's a beautiful little window. Putting my stereo and some knickknacks and stuff up there. And those are a couple extra teddy bears from Baby's Teddy Bear Collection. They actually have their own hat box. They're hat boxes and they sit inside. Now what I need to do, I haven't found the perfect thing yet. I want to put a wooden railing along the edge of that. It looks like a little sort of cottage fence or something like that. So none of that stuff will actually slide off there as I travel around. And I can leave the stuff up there and it'll just, you know, stay there, won't fall off. And I just haven't found the perfect thing for that yet. But as you can see, like I said, creative on everything. I've got, 3 pairs of scissors hanging there. And I've got a knick-knack bag. I've got my back scratcher there. Those are my cords, USB cords for my phone, my tablet, my GoPro. And I also have my laptop down in here. And it's plugged in over on the power bar here, in that power bar with everything else. And so it's always plugged in and always charged up. So, and my phone sits in this little box the guy built here, and sits right beside my head when I'm sleeping. No matter where I'm sleeping, it's right by my head, and I can get it for answering the phone or just an alarm clock. But yeah, this is a really, really nice looking little unit. And all this stuff here I've kind of attached myself, as you saw. It was pretty empty when I got it. Now, here's an interesting thing too here. I'll just move all this aside for now. And he has built a little bookshelf up there. So I put all my little bookshelves, or sorry, my favorite and important books up in there. And that's something he built by hand. And then of course I got my brush and baby's brush hanging on the wall where they won't go anywhere and they're convenient to get at. But everything's in its place and you know, got a spot for itself. Now this rail I put up here, this rail I had to put in there for my hanging my clothes. Because I really don't have any cupboard space for doing the putting in clothes of any kind anywhere. So I put that up there. Now these my kilts, I just slide all my kilts back in there and they can stay there when I'm sleeping, like in the corner there. They can just stay there. They're not in my way when I'm sleeping. I would have my pillows in the corner there, and then these would be back in here. So now when I get up in the morning and I want to sit down and have my coffee, generally what I have to do is I have to slide all these over that way. So I got a spot to sit here and have my coffee in the morning. And yeah, it was really handy putting that rail in there. It really took care of a slight problem in a way. So on top of that, I've got that little thing up in there, that tray. It's got all my other towels and hand towels and dish towels and everything like that. I've got some extra hats up in there. I got some pillowcases inside there and everything. And this is my tubs, sock tub, and I've got like pretty much 100 pairs of socks in there, clean all the time, so I never run out of socks. And this is my t-shirt tub here. I just open that up, I reach inside there, and I pull out a rolled up t-shirt just whenever I want. And those are bungeed to the wall too. Everything's bungeed. They're not going anywhere. Nothing's going anywhere. I have an extra hat there, an extra hat there. And I got a nice coat rack on the back of the wall, the door here. And then on top of that, like I said, you can't have anything on the floor at all. Everything has to be off the floor because you can't start tripping over anything in a small space. So all your shoes, they have to be up too. So there's my indoor slippers, those are my outdoor slippers, and those of course are my flip-flops for summer. And the boots I'm wearing, they go down in the corner there. And any of my other boots, my hiking boots or my muckabout boots, they'll be in the truck, in the truck bed, or under the canopy or somewhere out there, and not inside, or even stuffed under the camper somewhere, but they'll be outside. So what else can we show you? Right, there's another thing here, is I put this together here. Oops. And I've told you this thing is only about 2 years old when I got it, and I think it's partly unfinished because he's got this really good handle on this cupboard here that works real good. He's put this hardware in and it works real good. It's a camper kind of thing, but he didn't finish the rest of them, and he left those unfinished. That's probably the only unfinished part of this whole camper. So what I've done is I put these little things in here, these little clips, and they just spin around, and they lock those up there. And I've got a couple up top for that, for those ones up there too. So that just locks them from opening up and everything spilling out. So okay, so the next thing I guess is there's the AC light above the door there. That's on AC, and this one here. And I've got them on these pull strings here. Turn them on and off. Those are AC. Probably the only real AC in here I need, or at the moment anyway. And then those two that have no light bulbs in, that one there and that one there, those are actually wired for DC. I don't have the batteries or the what do you call it? That's solar panel. I don't have the batteries and solar panel yet, so that can be wired up outside and everything and just run on DC if I wish to. I'm not sure whether I'm going to do that, but there we go. That's well, probably about as much as I can show you. I can't think of too much else right now. But this is what it's like living in a tiny place with me and my little baby, and we're gonna have a lot of fun having a bunch of little puppies on top of that running around, and that is actually a challenge living in a small space. Another thing I forgot to show you, this is actually my laundry tub here, and all my laundry goes in there, and when that's full, we go down and we wash it. So, I don't know what else I can show you now, but we're at the back door, and oh look at that, Vancity Van Life. Look at, oh yeah, my umbrella's there right by the door, so it's right at the door, so I use it when I absolutely need it before, so I don't get wet. So that's about it then. This is my tiny little home, and I hope you enjoyed the tour thoroughly, and if there's anything I missed or anything, or something you want to know, let me know, and we'll try and talk about it, or I'll show you what's happening. Anyway, baby's having a nap now, and I think I need a nap too after all that. Yeah. So she's had a big day too. Okay, ciao for now. If you enjoyed any part of Baby and Me, Tiny House on Wheels, and any of the tour and everything, any of that, you know what to do. Hit like, of course, and share with everybody out there. And of course, you got to subscribe and hit that bell. I'd love to have more subscribers, and yeah, comments. I love to have comments. So if you want to see more of the adventures of Baby and Me, Tiny House on Wheels, and where we go with our little tiny house, and what adventures we can get up to, well, then yeah, like I say, you know what to do, and keep watching, and hopefully we'll see you on the flip side. So, hasta mañana.